Welcome once more, dear friend, to this channel. I am 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐩𝐸 from Afro-Revolution. Today I'm going to be guiding you on how to design and create a login form using HTML and CSS. Before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. For this project, I will be using Visual Studio Code as my IDE. So let's get into Visual Studio Code. So this is Visual Studio Code that has been launched, and you can see that I am working using the form project directory, which I created in advance. So we are going to proceed by creating our HTML file, which I will call index.html. Thereafter, I'm going to create my CSS folder and my asset folders. Now we are set. So I'm going to start by coding the HTML document. Remember that HTML will give us the structure of the web form. So to do that, we are going to start with the structure of an HTML document, which starts with the document type, and then HTML, the root element. I'm going to add a language, and then in the HTML root element we have the head element and the body for the displayable content. In the head section, I'm going to add a title. We'll call it login form, since that is the project we are working with. I'm going to go straight to the CSS folder. I'm going to create the CSS file. I will call it style.css. Okay, I have created my CSS file. Let's get back to the HTML file. So I'm going to link now I have linked my CSS file. Then I'm going to move to the body of my form. So here I'm going to be coding what the user will be seeing on the form. We'll just have this. Okay, my first div for the first set. So the first div is going to contain the form, and the second div is going to contain the image that I will want to add onto the form. We are going to give our form an ID, name form, and I'm going to give my first div the ID right, and the second div the ID left. Let's start with the input type. So here I'm adding the different attributes that goes with my input. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, I will want to add my labels. Which I will call this So going to add a label here. I'm equally going to add the label. Okay. I think that is okay. I'm still going to copy this. So here my input type will be checkbox. Remember. So I wish to add a checkbox which will permit the user to grant permission whether they want their password to be remembered. Instead going to add label down. Okay. On the div here, I'm going to give it an ID of pass. I'm going to add a link, hyperreference. And lastly, I'm going to add a button. So let's save and see what we are having at this point in time. Okay, so you can see what we are having and it looks ugly. So we are going to adjust that as we are moving. So now I'm going to code the second part. So we are done with the HTML part as far as this project is concerned. So we have coded the content of our web form. So the next thing we have to do is to start. I'm going to move to the CSS file. In the CSS file, I'm going to start uh, with my form. I'm going to add a background to my form. Background color. We have added a background color to our form just to see what type of element the form is. The height of 300 pixels. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to center my form. Okay, our form is now centered. I'm going to start styling each sections or each div of our form. So I'm going to start with the right div. I'm going to float it right. I'm going to add the padding right. Of 60 pixels. Padding top of 50 pixels. Let me save that and see what we have. So we get back. Okay. Oh, there's something I forgot here. I need to go back and fix. I'm going to add line breaks. Okay. So our form is looking much more better now. I'm going to style my left div. I'm going to float it left. Add the padding left. Let's see what we have. Okay. Now I'm going to add the background image. I'm adding the color code. So that's for the gradient. Okay. I need to add my accent. So I'm going to get to stop. Okay. This I'm going to add a height of 300 pixels and a width of 300 pixels. So before doing that, let's first see what I save it, Ctrl C. So you can see how our image is looking actually. So we are going to adjust that. So I'm going to add a height of 300 pixels. Width. Okay. So you can see that our form is coming gradually. So let's get back to that. I'm going to add a border radius. Border top right radius, which I will take 30%. And then the text alignment, center. Okay. So gradually our form is becoming beautiful. So let's get back to CSS. So I'm going to add the font size white. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to style our paragraph element. We are going to give it a padding top. We're going to reduce the font size. I will save it. I'm going to get back to my CSS and I will add the text decoration. Remember I gave my login form and ID. Then I will add a width to it, 30 pixels. Then a text column. Okay. going to add the margin top. That's 30 pixels. Great. So I'm going to move back to my form. Now, at the level of the form, I'm going to add a box shadow. Box shadow, I will assign it to pixel in all the direction. We'll now add the margin top. So I'm going to reduce the margin. Okay. So thank you once more for watching, and you have seen how you can design appropriately a web form using HTML and CSS. Remember, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. We meet in the next content. Thanks for watching.